being able to do one thing and it benefits you from a lot of different ways. People tell you choose things that you love. I say choose things that make sense. And choosing things that make sense means if I can do one thing, how much return on my time, how much return on my investment, how much return on my energy can I get back from doing that one thing? Does that make sense? Pretty fit to $60,000 a month. Let's say that's $120,000 a month. So I'm about to give you these numbers, okay? That's $120,000 a month times 12. That's 1.4 million, okay? Hopefully this shit is making sense of how valuable something is. Like, this shit is insane. You know what I'm saying? Of how you can build wealth at a faster rate once we already did all of the okay, I know what to do now. This is how the business goes. It's not build a wholesaling company, then stop, then focus on rentals, then stop, then focus on flips, then stop. You got to keep the wholesaling business coming because that's where all your food comes from. Yo, what up, y'all? Welcome back. Another episode, Moguls in the Making. Episode 47, baby. Man, you got your dog, you got your host, Catch a Bag. Oh, you know what I mean? I'm in the building. I'm by myself today. We ain't got T Nasty in the building, man. He traveling right now. He out in Cali right now with his brother and some of his family and stuff like that. So he over there doing that. But man, we got another fire episode, man. I was thinking about, you know, what I want to come and talk to you guys about today. But first, before we get into that, man, make sure that you subscribe, you like, you share. If you are getting value of any type of content and anything from anything that we do, please share this with somebody. You know, really charge you guys for anything. Not yet. We will. Trust me, we will. But we want to give so much value just to make sure that you guys are, you know, being able to really help your business grow, be able to learn from some of our experiences and be able to put it into your own life. So we do got a course that's coming out 2024. We do got a mentorship that's coming out 2024 for you that will be super valuable. It will be one of the best things on the market, period, 100%. So make sure that you like, you share, you subscribe. Make sure you like, you share, you subscribe. All right. And share this with somebody on YouTube. We really trying to get our YouTube up. So make sure that you do that for us. If you're getting value, send this to a friend, another entrepreneur, you know, somebody who needs to see this. Because what we're going to talk about today is how, you know, let me rephrase that. We're going to talk about the vision today, right? We're going to talk about the vision of entrepreneurship. We're going to talk about what it means to have a vision. And what our vision is, right? So maybe you guys can look at your vision and determine if it's strong enough or if it needs a little bit of work. So vision and entrepreneurship, it starts with things that we kind of talked about in another episode is being able to do one thing and it benefits you from a lot of different ways, right? That is, if you want to choose something in entrepreneurship, myself personally, people tell you choose things that you love. I say choose things that make sense, right? And choosing things that make sense means if I can do one thing, how much return on my time, how much return on my investment, how much return on my energy can I get back from doing that one thing? Does that make sense? Let me give you an example, right? If I want to be a painter, right? Let's say I love painting. Like that's my love. Like I love to paint, right? And I want to do that, you know, at a professional level, right? I want to sell paintings and things like that. If I'm focusing on painting, right, that's my skill of just doing painting, then I take the painting, I sell the painting, and that's it. And I try to kind of grow my name, my personal brand and things like that. And over time, my value can kind of go up from, you know, the work that I do, right? So I'm focusing on this one skill and it can give me money, right? Now, when you start to focus on industries that can give you a return in multiple ways from doing one thing, you want to think long and hard about that. Even if you don't love it, maybe you learn to love it. Maybe you learn to love it. Because it will benefit you, it will benefit your time, it will benefit your family, it'll benefit your legacy more than something you love might, right? Because you can still do something that you love. It just doesn't have to be your business. Or it can maybe be your second business or your third business. But if it doesn't make sense in a lot of ways, me personally, I want to go into an industry. I want to do something that's going to make sense or make money in a lot of ways, more than just one. Hence why we're in real estate, right? So real estate industry, obviously you can make money in a lot of different ways with real estate of just having a skill, which we're going to dive into, and why the wholesaling business is one of the best businesses that you can develop from nothing, like period. Even if you have a lot of money, a wholesaling business is so valuable. The numbers are almost infinite. You know, the opportunity, opportunity is almost infinite, right? So the real estate business, right? You got different businesses, the insurance business, media, right? These businesses right here are things that you can do, or you can focus on one skill and it starts to benefit you in a lot of ways. For example, right, in real estate, as we know, if I get a rental property, I'm able to get the rents from it. I'm able to get the tenant pay down from it. I'm able to get the tax depreciation from it. I'm able to get the real estate appreciation from it. That's 4 different things that's going on simultaneously at one time. And I only did one thing, just acquired a property. And I got these 4 things that's going on at one time. You see what I'm saying? So I want to try to do things like that with media, right? Like us doing this podcast. I'm sitting down, I'm doing a podcast. I'm speaking to you, the audience. And if I'm able to speak to you, speak to my audience, able to connect with you guys believe in me. You love us. You watch us every single week. We able to add value to you. When me and T, we do a live show, you guys are going to come out to it. When me and T come up with, some merch, you guys are going to purchase it. When we got a course, you guys are going to buy it. When we got a mastermind, you guys are going to be in it. When we want to partner and do something different or go into another business, you guys will be part of it. If we want to get into multifamily, you guys don't give us money. So you see how me just sitting down in here and doing this 1 hour a week, it starts to make sense for me to do this more times a week. Right now, where we at is shooting 1 episode a week, right? But it becomes maybe doing 2 episodes a week or 3 episodes a week, where we got one where me and T, and then maybe we got a different show, right? That's maybe just me or just T, or we got a different show that's just the behind the scenes of our business. Maybe we package that and try to go and sell it to Netflix. I don't know. But I'm just showing you that doing media is building a brand. Is doing one thing, and you're getting so much attention and so much awareness. And that's the thing that I love. I'm not in the insurance business, but I know with the insurance, right? The premiums and, the coverages and, the life insurance, all of that other things, it has multiple different benefits, just from learning that one skill. And having, one client can benefit you in a lot of ways. And it's a million other different industries out there that can give you the same thing. I just want you guys to see the mindset behind it. It's saying, hey, I want to focus on not just my love, but I want to focus on something that even if I don't love it as much, it makes sense for me in a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? That's something you 100% should focus on. So we're going to dive deep into that. But before we get too into the podcast and things like that, into this episode 47, I want to shout out our soon-to-be sponsor, Tote N Carry. You see this bag sitting over here real nice and pretty, right? Ooh. You see this bag right here? Tote N Carry, come holler at us. I'm promoting you before we even get a sponsorship, right? So Tote N Carry, this is a bag that I kind of use. I use to travel with. I put our podcast equipment and stuff in there right now. Real ghetto, I know, but that's what we do. The bag is super nice though, man. You can take it on your trips. It's a man bag. It's super dope. It stand out. A lot of people like it. I get a ton of compliments on it just wherever we at. I had it at our podcast our event over the weekend, and everybody loved it. So I'll have this here so y'all can see it. But y'all can go to Tote N Carry. Y'all can pick up one of these bags. Make sure you get the extra large one. So if you're just doing an overnight, like a weekend, stay somewhere or something like that, you don't have to carry too much. A backpack in this, it'll get you where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? So Tote N Carry, man, come holler at us. You know what I'm saying? We ready for that sponsorship, man, whenever y'all ready. So, hey, we on the ground, we hustling, and I'm going to throw that out there. I got another one for y'all too. Hold on. Let me set this back. Y'all see it over there, by the way. Hold on. Hey. Hold on. Let me unloosen it. Let me get it a little bit of Can I get a little? Woo! Y'all heard that? Hey, man, it's that Tote Azul. You know what that is. Hey, I need you. Hey, listen real closely. I need y'all to come and holler at us. Tote Azul. We be on the Tote Azul when it's time to celebrate. When we get deals that's in the office, we drink tequila, preferably. That's what we do. You know, when it's time, on occasion, we are responsible. But that's what we do. We hit the bell, you know. We hit the bell like that, real strong, and then we take a shot of that Tote Azul. You can take it out of the top. Actually, the top is a shot. Or no, it's not. I lied to y'all. I thought this top had a shot in it. Okay, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But we do drink Tote Azul. I know it sounds like I don't know what I'm talking about, but I swear we do. I think it is a bottle, though, that actually comes as like a shot, and you can, I don't know. Kind of like the 1800 bottle, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm tripping. But anyway, regardless, Tote Azul, man, come holler at us. Come talk to us. We want y'all to sponsor the podcast, man. These are brands that we like, we love. Obviously, kind of go with our aesthetics and all that good stuff. The blue and the white and the black and, you know, all of that. So, yeah, come holler at us. But let's hop in the pod now. Okay. All right. So the vision of entrepreneurship. Okay. I kind of dived into, you know, the beginning part of it, right? But so that's rule number one is know and understand when you are coming up with a vision, you want to first do things that are going to benefit you in a lot of ways. That's first. I don't care what you do. We choose to do real estate. We choose to do media. Those two things are going to take us to the top, and we will never stop doing them. We're only going to do more and more media. We're only going to do more and more real estate. That's first, right? Even this podcast is going to bring us different people that can come and work for us, you know, or come and work with us to help us build this vision, right? So it just makes so much sense to do this, all right? Now, I'm going to kind of explain to you our vision. Let me bring you guys into our vision, okay? Our vision, the vision that we have. This is what's going to happen. You're going to be able to come back to this episode and be like, hey, said that shit, man. And maybe some years from now or whatever the case, but you're going to come back and be like, man, he said that shit and they did it. And I'm going to give you the blueprint because it doesn't matter. It's not going to stop us from winning. You can take the same blueprint. You know what I mean? We're going to be successful regardless. So this is why Tyrone and I will never stop wholesaling. I'm going to break this down, and we're going to get a little advanced, too. So keep up with me. One, we got a wholesaling business, okay? Me and Tyrone should be able to take, after we get into another market, you know, we'll be able to take about, you know, 50 to 60,000 home a piece from the wholesaling business a month, right? After we get into another market and stuff like that, finish out all these projects, all this other stuff, get past all of these problems, which we almost there, but we got to get past them. So me and T, pretty 50 to 60,000 a month. Let's say that's $120,000 a month. All right. So I'm about to give you these numbers. Okay. That's $120,000 a month times 12. That's 1.4 million. Okay. So that means for us, we need to be at almost 3 million, 2.8 million or so, almost 3 million, because 50% of that is going to be expenses or so, maybe even a little bit more. That's why I said 3 million is the goal, right? Which we can do, right? Now your expenses can kind of go up a little bit more as you tend to scale, maybe over that 2 million, 2.5 million mark. But from the wholesaling business, roughly that's where it'd be at, you know, between 50 and 60,000 a month a piece. Okay, so let's just take my side, because T ain't here and he ain't with me, but you can follow me. So $50,000 a month, okay, times 12, what is that? That is $600,000 a year, okay? That's from the wholesaling business. That's from the wholesaling, which means, hey, I get a property under contract, I find a buyer, I get the in-between. You know, 10,000, our average deal size in our area is about, you know, 12,500 or so right now. So if we want to break that down into deals, let me just do 3 million, okay? Divided by 12, that's $250,000 a month, which, like I said, we got to get into another probably 2 other markets to be able to achieve this. But $250,000 a month divided by 12,500 is 20. So we need about 20 deals a month. Obviously, we're going to have deals that are bigger. Obviously, we're going to have deals that are smaller. Just the average deal. So we need about 20 deals a month closed. So probably in the pipeline, we need about 35, 40 for 20 of them to close a month. So if we get, roughly 40 deals a month, that's about 10 contracts a week, right? I'm breaking these numbers down for you so you can see. And when it happened, you're going to be like, hey, that man wasn't lying. God damn it. He did not lie. Was no lie told. That's what we're shooting for. So 10 contracts a week. That's 2 or 3 acquisition people are getting, between roughly 3 contracts a week, in the office, 3 contracts a week should be normal. That's 9 or 10 a week. That way we hit that 40 number. That way we hit the 20 number of closings in a week. 12.5, 250,000, $3 million a year. We bringing $600,000 home a piece. Cool. Right. So that's that business. Now, we bring $600,000 home from the wholesaling business. Now, what I want y'all to see is out of those 20 deals a month, we might get one deal a month that we are able to wholesale, which means, hey, the numbers look so good on this property. This property's in a good area. We're going to buy it and then relist it on the market or do a quick flip to it where we make at least $80 to $100,000 on that property. We should be able to do one of those a month. One. And those are only the quick ones. Like they need, maybe $25,000 in work max, right? Those properties we want to take down and put those on the market. So if we able to do that, so that's 12 deals a year. Okay. And if we able to make, let's just say 80, because I know y'all $100,000. Okay, cool. Let's say 80. It's happened. We didn't had 6 deals since the end of October to now. In 6 weeks, we had 6 deals where we could have made $80,000 to $100,000, $120,000 on if we just bought the property, cleaned it out, and put it back on the market. We're not in that position right now, so we had to wholesale, right? But let's say we were, right? Let's do $80,000 per deal. All right, times 12. Times 12. This is where I want to see. This is what I want y'all to start to get excited about. This is why me and T will never shut the wholesaling business off. One deal every month. Out of 20, I should be able to get one that I can wholesale, right? That makes sense, right? One deal out of 20, that's 5% of the deals I should be able to get and wholesale it. That's $960,000. If I get one deal, so that's 12 deals a year, right? One a month, 12 deals a year, times 80,000, which would be, what we would make is 960,000 a year. Okay. So obviously, we got me and T. So we going, and when I say 80,000, I mean, that's not like I'm counting us buying the property and us putting it. No, this is what we making after the agent fees and all that stuff. Like 80,000 is a good number, right? I could say 100, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just go and say 80. If I did 100, we over $1 million, way over $1 million. But let's do 80. So 960,000. Let's divide that by 2, right? That's 480,000 for me and T again. So we got 600,000 a piece. And now we got another 480,000 because we actually took those properties down and relisted them. So 480,000 plus 600,000 is what? That's $1 million a piece a year. This is after expenses, roughly. Obviously, this kind of back of the napkin numbers, but these are numbers that people in other markets are doing. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been in this game a while. We know the numbers. You know what I'm saying? It's not our first year, second year, third year. We know the numbers. So me and T is taking home $1 million a year from the wholesaling business. I'm still talking about wholesaling. Still talking about wholesaling. Still talking about wholesaling. So from that, right, out of those 20 deals, maybe it's one deal a year that I can buy for my rental property to build up my rental portfolio. Maybe, now I only want to buy in B areas, A areas, right? So I don't care about having $1 million in my bank account and just sitting there. But now, can I take some of the money that I got and can I buy something from the company, right? Can I buy something from Legacy Home Buyers? Can I buy something from our company where now I'm able to add that into my trust? I'm able to add that into my personal portfolio, right? That's 2 deals now. So we got one hotel and one, that we buying. 1 month will go to me, 1 month to go to T, let's say, for example. Right? So now I can get 6 rentals throughout the year in great areas that I don't have to worry about the tenant, that I got a good tenant base. They pay the rent on time. It's in a nice area. It's desirable. I can Airbnb it if I want to. I can lease option if I want to. I can do whatever I want. It's a great property. People want it. Right? Now I'm able to make, let's say from that property, I'm able to make it because we're still getting it at a cool, decent deal. It's still under value. Right? So I'm able to get a rental property in a nice area. I'm able to still make, let's just say $500 a month. If I'm able to do that times 6, and these are nice areas, now I get an extra $3,000 a month coming on reoccurringly. That's an extra $40,000 a year that I don't have to worry about. Okay. But again, I told you, now with the rental portfolio, now I get the depreciation on my taxes, so I don't have to pay that much in taxes. Now I get the appreciation in the market if things go up. I bought it at a cool deal 2-3 years later. All of my properties might be worth $100,000 more. So now I got, boom, $600,000 in equity from just buying a rental property. Dude, hopefully this shit is making sense, y'all. Like, hopefully this shit is making sense of how valuable something is. Like, this shit is insane. You know what I'm saying? Of how you can build wealth at a faster rate once we already did all of the fucking up. We already did it. Yo, we did it. But we see, okay, I know what to do now. This is how the business goes. It's not build a wholesaling company, then stop, then focus on rentals, then stop, then focus on flips, then stop, then focus on. No, you got to keep the wholesaling business coming because that's where all your food comes from. That's where it doesn't matter whether you wholesale it, you hotel it, you buy it, you flip it. It doesn't matter, but you need that pipeline that's coming through that you able to. The skill is going to sitting down with the seller and figuring out what pain that they're having that we can alleviate them from and get them into pleasure wherever they want to go. For convenience, right? They're able to trade price for convenience, just like you do at McDonald's. You go to McDonald's because you don't want to stop at Whole Foods. You don't want to stop at Kroger. You don't want to stop at Target. You don't want to stop at Meijer on your way home. The kids is acting crazy in the back. You're going to make that stop at McDonald's and say, hey, here that Happy Meal. We going home. I'm tired today. That's what we are. We're McDonald's. We're not Whole Foods. Whole Foods, you got to stop. You got to get the cart. You got to get the food. You got to get this. You got to go home. You got to prep it. You got to make it. You got to cook it. Then you eat it. That's a long process. Hey, more power to you. If you want to do that, go list your house on the market. That's fine. You're not for us. We want to focus on the people who want McDonald's right now, right? Or Walmart, or whatever. We want to trade convenience, a microwave, versus a oven. Do you get what I'm saying? I want to eat it right now versus I want to wait an hour and let it marinate. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand that that's the industry that we in. You need to be able to provide convenience to these sellers, and on the back end, you can do whatever exit strategy you want after the deals and the opportunities are coming to you. So I just showed y'all, me and Tia make $1 million a piece a year just off the wholesaling business by wholesaling and by wholesaling, the properties. We may flip a couple here and there, right? Do some new builds. That's different. I'm just talking about the wholesaling company right now. From there, we're able to buy rental properties that's able to build up into, all of the value that I just told you. So those are 3 big things, right? Wholesaling, hoteling, rentals. From the rentals, I get 4 things that I get just from the rentals. I get the appreciation, I get the depreciation, I get the cash flow, and I get the tenant paying the debt down, right? So that's 7. I'm holding up 9. That's 7. CT be on my head. That's the bend of his education. Hey, that's 7. Hey, I'm really like that, though. I was hella smart for real. I just didn't give a fuck. But anyway, that's 7 different ways that wholesaling is benefiting your company, right? So me and Tyrone would never cut off wholesaling because it's too valuable to cut it off. Even if I don't like, even if I say, oh, I wish I want to do HGTV. I want to build those new build houses. You know what I'm saying? That's, beautiful and pretty, and I want to do the architect and design, mind you. And some people make a killing off that. They make a killing. But for me to take all that money, dump it into it, and wait for somebody to buy it on the back end, I don't have, what if it don't sell in time? What if it just take too long? What if the interest rates change and I'm stuck with it? What if I got to refinance and the property's $800,000, I got, $500,000 into it? I did all that work. It took me a year. It took me X amount of time. And now I'm only making $100,000 where I could have been in my wholesaling business found a discounted property, cleaned out the property, and made $80,000 on it in a month or 6 weeks. You see what I'm saying? You making $100,000 look like, dang, yeah, I made a lot. But if it took you a year and a half to get it, I mean, that's a normal job. You know what I'm saying? Like a year and a half for $100,000. You know what I'm saying? It starts to be like, well, I could have just did something else and it would have made more sense. The velocity of money is important. It's not just how much you making on a deal. It's how fast is that deal actually turning? How fast is the paper turning? How fast is it turning, baby? If I can make $12,000 in a day versus making, $30,000 in a month, I'm going to take that $12,000 in a day. Right. But now I got a longer strategy where I'm going to do the $12,000 in a day, time and time again. Now my bank account is big, it's healthy, it's all good. Now, every so often, I'm going to take that 30,000 play because now my bank account is healthy. This is rolling. It's coming in consistent. Now I got the time to be able to be picky on the deals and say, oh, this is going to make me 30,000. This is going to make me this. This is going to make me that. And it's going to be a longer span for me to get it. Boom. I do that. That's wholesaling. That's why I love it. That's why I'll never get rid of it. So I'm bringing y'all into our vision of what me and T is going to do, what we're already on track to do, and why it's just going to start to compound. It starts to compound. It starts to just overflow. You know what I'm saying? Once you got things locked in from us just focusing on this one skill, which is just going and talking to people. That's what it is. Putting our marketing out there, having our communication great, speaking with integrity, honesty, and letting people know what we're out here to do. We're able to help people in pressurous. I don't even know if that's a word. I just made it up. Pressurist situations. Yeah, look that up. Pressurist situations. And we're able to come in and help them be able to add value to them and get them from point A to point B through convenience. Second thing is media, which I already touched on, right? So our guys, or some people here where we live at, they shout out to them too, man. The 520 podcast, man, they going crazy. I'm not gonna speak because I didn't speak to them personally, but our guy, kind of just share some information about it, which is good, about what they might be getting or just deals, things that may be coming their way. Which is great for them, you know what I mean? But, they haven't been in the game super duper long and, they getting contracts that's, with some real comments in them, you know what I mean? And things like that. So, I know that media is a way, it's an outlet for people to be able to speak, add value, all the stuff that we do, but now we're able to compound that. So let's look at our podcast, right? Us growing this next year, 2024. Well, this episode might already be in 2024 by the time you guys see it. It's a couple weeks before Christmas right now. So 2024, we plan to really just double down on YouTube, double down on promoting the podcast, double down on doing like events, and really just taking it serious. Because if we do, right, and we able to grow it, look at this, look at the podcast from me sitting down talking to you right now, right, just doing that. And doing that consistently and doing that effectively and thinking of ways how to get better and maybe make our aesthetics better and get better, just at our production over time, right? Now I'm able to get AdSense, which is, our YouTube channel got X amount of subscribers. People, YouTube pays me now a check, right, to have ads on my videos because I got enough attention to eyeballs there. That's valuable to them. Now I'm able to try to get, now Tote N Carry is probably trying to talk to me, or Azul is trying to sponsor the podcast, right? Where we're able to talk about them over and over and over, and you guys are able to go and buy them. And now, boom, we got that there, right? But let's say, we work out a deal with Azul, and we able to get a percentage of all of the bottles that you guys buy from them from our podcast. So now we got an affiliate working for us. So not only are they a brand deal inside of our podcast, they give us $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 a month, whatever it is per episode, from the amount of value that we're able to give them. Now they can say, hey, if anybody buys the product through you guys' link or that's referred over from you guys are able to get a percentage of that deal. Right. So now we got affiliates that's working for us in different type of ways. Right. Any entrepreneur that comes onto the podcast that's vetted out and, is doing real work that has food, or it doesn't matter what it is. Now we're able to do affiliates and make money from that, right? Now we're able to hire people, right? I can come on here and do an episode and say, hey guys, we are hiring. We need 50 people, 50 of your best people. Refer them to us. I'm able to give you $2,000 per person that sticks on with us. Boom, boom, boom. Like, that's not an Indeed ad. You know what I mean? Like, I got to pay Indeed anyway, but I can come on here and voice that to you guys, and people reach out to me and say, hey, Omari, I think, I got a good candidate, or hey, man, I got great skills. I can work for you depending on the situation, the compensation, the opportunity. We're able to get an influx of people who can work for us. Now we can sift and go get the cream of the crop, right? I'm able to get people that want to work with us, in the multifamily space, right? They want to invest. They want to, be a part of that when we start to go and grab 200 units, 300 units, go and start doing this type of stuff. And they want to collab and we all put money into the pot, or they want us to, be able to be the deal finder, and they able to bring the money to the table. And you see how things just start to compound from me doing one thing, sitting here and talking about our experiences, our ups, our downs, bringing value to you guys every single week. It starts to compound in a way. Now, I'm going to get real advanced real quick because I want you guys, hopefully this connects for one of you out here. What we're doing with our team right now is the wholesaling business, as far as hiring talent, is a guinea pig business, meaning I was just talking about this earlier. It's a guinea pig business, meaning that the wholesaling business, it's a quick business, right? The turnover can be quick because it's simple, but it's not easy to do all the time. So maybe you can get high turnover if your team, your culture and all that stuff isn't right. And you got to grind in the business, right? So it's a certain type of person that it will work out for. Not anybody can just hop in and do this. You'll get burnt out, right? If things are not structured the right way, you don't have a nice system, to kind of go through. All of that stuff matters, right? But it's a guinea pig business, meaning that what Tyrone and I are doing is we're testing out all of the people that come through our company through our wholesaling company first, or our acquisition managers, our disposition managers, our junior disposition managers. We're going to test those people out first and see how they do, right? If they do what they're supposed to do, they exceed in that position. Now, what we want to do is we want to duplicate ourselves, right, in them. So they take ownership of their position. They're doing it well. They understand it. Now they need to train somebody else. We need to bring somebody else, hire somebody else in, and they train them. They're in that role, right? Now they're doing that job. And now that person, that initial person that we brought in, we take them up to the next company. We say, hey, we're doing multifamily now. Let's bring you on to the big leagues. Does that make sense? It's kind of almost like the G League, right? Like, hey, I got drafted. You know what I mean? I need to work on my game a little bit. Let me go down to the G League, get some buckets, hoop, do my thing, and now I can be brought up back to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Where the talent is greater, the speed is faster, all of that stuff. So think of the wholesaling company like the G League, and then the multifamily is like the NBA. Right, that's basically what we're doing with all of our talent. Instead of me drafting somebody and them going directly to the NBA, I'm drafting them and they're going to the G League, and they got to prove themselves there first before they get promoted to the NBA. So that's how we run in our company, and that is another benefit of why me and Toronto never cut off our wholesaling company, because as people come in, right, and the cream rises to the top, then we'll have them train the next person and take them out and put them in the big leagues. Because the big leagues, right, we only want the best of the best. We want the top of the top. We want the best talent that there is to even start out in doing multifamily, where we are flying around the country, right? We looking at deals. It's a lot more people, money involved. We have a lot more due diligence that's on the table. Everything is more. It takes a longer time to get that deal locked in and to purchase it and to turn it around, and equity partners and all of this other stuff, SEC rules and all this stuff that we need to abide by is just a little bit more heavy, right, than a wholesaling company. So with that, I'm able to filter out the people who are not as good, and the people who are great, I'll move them over. And then as these people, in the wholesaling company show, hey, they're great, then now I can put them into another company, right? If I desire to, if I see that their skill set is greater at doing something else, or the skill set is used that can be used at a higher level, then I can take that skill set and use it. Maybe they start to sell for our coaching program, right? Maybe they start to sell for us there, right? Maybe they start to help us get brand deals in our podcast. I don't know. The opportunities are out there, though. If you can see the cream always rises to the top, and you can take that talent, you can use them, you can train them up and see how they do in one area. And if they do excellent, they're phenomenal in that area. If I'm able to give them opportunity, if I'm able to give them equity, if I'm able to give them things that are valuable to them in different ways, then maybe I can move them to a different spot. Or maybe they're comfortable just staying right there and they just do awesome and amazing at what they're doing. So that right there is the reason why Tyrone and I will always do wholesaling and we will do media. Like, it just makes too much sense. Like, it affects everything. So us doing the media is going over and, getting us more JV deals, getting us more everything, for the wholesaling business, which is, in turn, helping us get rentals and all of this stuff. And then we able to see the talent and then put them into bigger multifamily, which is where we really want to be. And then now we want to maybe branch off and start a construction company. Maybe we take our disposition manager, who was great at doing that. Maybe they got extensive knowledge in construction. Now we got a construction wing. You see what I mean? Like, I'm able to build this from the inside out, but I'm able to see who the talent is before I even give them that opportunity and say, hey, just come and run this construction division. No, let's see if they got what it takes. Bring them in through the wholesaling company, because that's the grit part right there. If you can do the wholesaling company, if they can do that and rise to the top and do that exceptionally well for 6 months, 12 months, whatever the time limit is that me and T think is fair for us to bring them a different opportunity, we able to already see their numbers. We already see their KPIs. We already see if they're willing to stay late, if they're willing to come to the company events, if they're willing to get out there and market on their own, if they got integrity, if they got ownership, if they got the Mamba mentality, right? If they got these core brutal honesty. These are our core values in our company: brutal honesty, the Mamba mentality, integrity, and ownership. Those are the 4 things that we look that's going to keep that jail that, locked in with each other, where we can go farther, faster. So whatever you decide to do, whatever it is, just make sure it benefits you in definitely more ways than one, right? It should benefit you in multiple ways, right? And you should want to, you as the CEO, you as the visionary, we said this is creating a vision for entrepreneurship. People just think that we do real estate. That's how people view us, because that's how we brand it, right? That is the perception. But people don't know this whole plan that I just showed you, right? That'll help us get into film. Our film might break off and we might do, like I said, we might, grow big in our production company, and we might say, hey, we can do a spinoff show and try to sell this to Netflix, or we create our own network, or I don't know what the future holds, but I do know one thing. People need to have a place to live and stay. And media is only getting stronger, right? As the world keeps evolving, right? So if we're able to double down on those things, know everything about them, have the best talent to help us grow this vision, then the sky is the limit. We can go off and do I can go and buy businesses. I can go off and start my own crypto, whatever. I can try to make TVs. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because the foundation is already set, and the foundation is 2 huge pillars. Like, it is the foundation. Our foundation is so strong. It can't, if I wake up and say, hey, I want to start a lounge, I want to start a restaurant, and it fails, so what? Like, it's not the foundation. It's like the paint in a house. You know what I mean? If I get tired of it being brick, I can just change it. If I get tired of the gray walls, I just change the color. Cool. Restaurant didn't go through. Cool. Maybe it wasn't a point to even make money from it. Maybe it was just a point to just collab and bring people together. You know what I mean? You were able to start to do things and talents and stuff that you love to do, even if you don't make money from it. But you focused on things that are going to give you the best return, so that you can get your time freedom back and you can focus on the things that you love to do. Because people will say, focus on the things that you love to do and all that, which I do love real estate and I do love film. So, I mean, You know, it kind of works out for me. but, you know, for people that just want to focus on what they love, I don't 100% agree with it. You know, I think that if I focused, like for me, right, I wanted to focus on playing basketball, and that just did not work out for me, right? Didn't click in my head. It didn't work. I started too late. It just did not work out for me. As bad as I wanted it to work out for me, it didn't. So now, instead of continuing to chase that dream and it's only not getting me as far as I can, let me go towards my gifts, my strengths, my talents, right? A talent of yours may not be something that you're super in love with, but you're talented at it. Maybe than the average person. If you dive into your talents, your strengths, then you can make a lot of money there. That's what I say. Dive into your talents, your strengths, and make sure that whatever you dive into, it makes sense in a lot of ways. And you can do that for a long period of time, not give up on it, and then that snowball just start to fall in. Now I can go and buy an NBA team, right? Mind you, got a long fucking way to go for that. Shit. God damn it. But I'm just saying, your foundation is so strong, I'm able to be on offense. You know, I'm only buying properties in great areas. So no matter what, if I just did a wholesaling company, I'm good. I could say I could do that. I could go and travel. I could sit back. I can hop in on our Monday meetings. I can, you know, have my 2 cents on how to grow the company, go into a different market for a week, open it up, and go and be back on jet skis and you know, eating at good restaurants and, you know, being with my nieces and being with my family, being with, you know, whatever, right? And buying, you know, 6, 10, you know, great single family properties that got great margins in them. And, you know, I do that over the next 5 years or so. And you know what I mean? I could just be on autopilot. Like, that's not my goal. That's not my life. But I'm saying I could just stop there and just kind of ride it out and live a good above average lifestyle. You know what I mean? So just be mindful. It depends on what type of life you want to live. I want it all. Like, I want it all, and I know it take a long time to get there. You just got to determine what really makes sense for you and what, you know, the direction that you want to go. But I can't. Half of the reason why Tyrone and I don't give up on this, one, is because we not gonna quit on each other. So let's just put that there. You know, a lot of business partners and things like that go south because people will give up on each other. People got different morals. People got different goals. People are not locked in as they say they are. So that's just kind of like character-wise, like brotherhood, the what we got going on, you know, between us. Pause. Man, I gotta pause you on that. I had to pause that, but still, I'm just saying, like, so that's first. But even second, outside of that, the thing that I kind of keep you back to it is you like, man, like, what else am I gonna do? Like, I'm gonna go and do something and just focus on that one thing. And I know what I'm doing right now. It's not here today. It's not here right now. I can't see it right now. It ain't on the table. I can't grasp it. It ain't in my bank account. It ain't in my vision right now. Everybody ain't showing me love or support or, you know, trying to fuck with me. And you know, I can't get the best talent right now. I still got to do all the groundwork. I'm still working all these long hours. I still got to bust my ass, you know what I'm saying, time and time again. And it's Christmas week and I'm still in here fucking making calls. Like, this shit don't feel good where everybody out drinking or celebrating or doing this or doing that, you know, and I get to do a little bit of that, but shit, you know, I'm up when people don't want to be up. I got to go to the gym and then I got to drop the kid. My life ain't how I want it to be right now, you know. Remember, the thing that you focusing on, if it's opening up so many other avenues for you, once it does start to snowball, once it does start to click, once it does start to come into fruition, once it does, then it's kind of like I was going like this for so long. Then it's just like, shoot. You see what I'm saying? It looked like everybody is ahead of you. It looked like everybody is past you. I look on Instagram, I look on YouTube, and I see everybody with the chains and the cars and the girls and the this and the that and the this and the travel and the whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then you see, hold on, man, they ain't really got it like they was really talking about. Oh, okay. They really, oh, okay. Them is moissanite diamonds. Got you. Okay. They really. I'm not hating. I'm just saying, like, dang, my perception is kind of being, is lessened now. It's like, I really got it now. Like, I don't have to do that. Like, only reason I'm doing that is because I don't want to wear my real diamonds out to this place. It ain't because I'm trying to look like I got real diamonds and I only got moissanite. Like, I got the real thing, baby. I only got moissanite because I'm wearing it out, because if anything happened, I'm protecting myself. I don't have the real diamonds on. I only wear them while I really want to wear them. That's the only time, in my opinion, you get moissanite diamonds. Whatever. Other people got their own, Chad Johnson got his own opinion about them. Cool. I'm already who I am. So wearing moissanite diamonds, it don't matter. Like, everybody think it's real, because why would I wear fake diamonds? Cool. That's his stance on it. But I'm just saying, you're not trying to stunt with it. That's the moral of the story. You're not trying to stunt with it and look like you way farther ahead than you really actually are in real life. You know what I'm saying? So stay on your path. You look like the tortoise always won the race. My mama said the tortoise won. She told me that, well, the tortoise did win. And she was right. Let the hare, be cocky and arrogant and flash his way all the way to bankruptcy. Flash his way all the way until, they exposed. You know what I'm saying? You stay on your grind. You focus on that one thing. Make sure it got a lot of different benefits. Make sure you squeeze the benefits and the opportunities out of it. And now you look up and you're like, damn, I'm there. I'm there quicker than. You know what I'm saying? It might take you 5 years of going this slow, and then the 6th and 7th year is like, boom, boom. You like, damn, like, from the 5th year to the 7th year look completely different. Like, my life is lit. You know what I mean? I'm on a whole different level. That's how it goes. It's not like, I'm here, and then I'm here, and then you might go here, and then you drop back here, and then it's slow, and it's a crawl just to get back to where you was making traction at. And then you drop back again, and you like, damn, is this shit even fucking worth it? But when you think about, do you like it at least good enough to hold on? And is the value in it strong enough, and your why is big enough for you to stick with it? Because when it does hit, and it will, and once it does, it's game over. Now you can start to do all the different stuff that you want to do. I know Tyrone, in his vision, he may want to manage an artist, in the future, or do like NIL deals and put deals together. He able to do that, because his foundation's so strong. He can piece that together, come up with a company real quick, and, throw that out here on a podcast, and maybe, start to get some talent, start to work with them and build his name up through that if you want to. I'm able to, get into movies if I want to. I'm able to, have studios and things like that, or get, build something and give like kids the opportunity to learn different things, right? Outside of like school, like, I'm not sure what that is yet, but be able to provide something, a lounge, a healthy restaurant or something, a vegan spot in Indianapolis. It's some here, some here for sure that's doing their thing, but it's not as many, right? I can't go downtown. I can, y'all, so don't ridicule me, okay? Because I know it is a few out here. But I can't go downtown where it's a name like on the main street, on Meridian Street, where I can go to a vegan restaurant, right? Like, Indianapolis still got a lot of development to come to it. In Houston, I can do that. In Atlanta, I can do that. In all these other cities, major cities, it's way more options. And they got our own little swag and touch and taste to it. You know what I'm saying? Where it's good, but it's good for you. I can do something like that if I want. So, moral of the story, I know I'm beating a dead horse at this point. I'm preaching to the choir at this point, is that, having a vision for entrepreneurship, it takes strategy. It takes you stepping back and saying, hey, what do I want to do? And with what I want to do, does that make sense for me to do it right now? Or does that make sense for me to do it later? Right? Because me wanting to do film and wanting to do all that, that's something that I would like to do, but I'm not doing that right now. I have no clue about film. Right. But I'm doing it in a small way. Right. Cool. We got a podcast. I'm starting it. I'm starting to understand cameras and mixers and, mics and stuff like that. Is that cameras to do a full on fucking show? No, it's not. But it's a start. And it's something that, hey, I know I can transition that probably easy. Because I'm already used to being on camera. I'm already used to speaking. I'm already used to having Josh do all of our shit for us. You know what I'm saying? Where we can go and we can create or build something together off of this. If that comes, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, we already got an audience. We already got something that we built. We already got something tangible that we can lean on, that we already done extracted and made money from by adding value. not by stealing it, but by adding real value that people can really take this and change their lives with. Now we can go and pivot and do something maybe more creative, maybe more fun. We can do a documentary about, I don't know, something not even about entrepreneurship, right? It could be something completely different. But see, now I'm putting it together. I'm making it valuable, but I'm also able to still kind of get my bug out the way by doing something in media. And these two things I know is not going away. It's only going to get more and more in demand as time goes by. Obviously, we're not making no more land, and people are getting made every day. People dying every day too, but a lot of people getting made. So, you know what I mean? You need a place to stay, and, you know, people are making themselves flat out famous on their own, you know, from their own grind. So maybe we do this for other people. I don't know. But I know I'm kind of going on a rant at this point, but I want y'all to just be able to take this in, understand it, look at entrepreneurship from a different way. If you started something, you don't know where you're going, you don't know where you at. This is, 2024 now. So, you need to sit back and come up with a plan that's rock solid, like a foundation that's rock solid, something that you can stick with for years to come, even in the ups and downs, even if it's months you ain't making no money. We've been there. Everybody else getting paid besides us. It look like we making money, but all the money's going out somewhere else besides us. Can you still stick through it? Are you still willing to stick to the course? Are you still willing to stay with the vision long term? You know what I'm saying? Like, it need to be that strong for you to really start to have success, and really for it to get there to that point to where you able to not take that fast approach, that microwave approach, that you able to have delayed gratification and able to get to where you want to go. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, like, I know for us, we will have hundreds of units. We will have thousands of units. We will build up a media company. We will have other businesses. We will buy other businesses. We will have this branch, but at the end of it, some of those businesses may work. Some of them may fail. What I know is not going to fail. What I know is we're going to make work, even if everything left us. What we going to go back to? Wholesaling, real estate. What we going to go back to? Media, doing our podcast, being loud out there for people that connect with us and stuff, and we able to do things with them. We may, start a fund. Who knows? Bring people together. We put money in a pot. Let's go buy this. You know what I'm saying? Let's go build acres. Let's go, teach a kid how to grow some food. I don't know. All of this is just random off the top of my head. Doesn't matter what you want. Now we got the attention. We got a space. We got a community that believe in us, and they think the same way we think. You know what I mean? And we all working together and not just working for us or just listening to everything that we got to say. We able to just put our stuff out there and attract the people that are similar to us. Now we able to go and do deals together. Now we able to maybe hold each other accountable. Now, we able to be held to a higher standard in our relationships, right? We around people that are in healthy relationships. Now we around people that, are going to the gym. Now we around people that are, you know what I'm saying? Like, you start to level your life. You start to bring those people to you through this. So even if it made 0 cents money wise, now I'm able to go and find my people, my tribe, the people that are similar to me, where I'm able to live a life that I always desired to live. I want to be around. I definitely got to pause this one. I'm going to pause it before I say it. Man, I got to pause you on that. I got to pause me on this. But I want to be around strong men. You know what I'm saying? I want to be around strong men that's able to, you know what I'm saying? That's able to make sure that I'm staying sharp. You know what I'm saying? Get me onto another level. You know what I'm saying? They in the gym. If I'm slacking off, you like, damn, oh man, you getting a little skinny, bro. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't tight. You eating bullshit all the time, every time. Like, you ain't, protecting your woman, your family, your I want people to be able to hold me to that type of accountability. I know T wanted to. So we all do that. I go to the gym, T go to the gym, Josh go to the gym, Greg in our office, he go to the gym. Like, we all are like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, and just got similar qualities in that, man. And we all gonna continue to build, you know what I mean? So, man, that's what I got for y'all today. Episode 47, Moguls in the Making, man. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Again, like, share, subscribe. If you found value out of this, that's the only thing I'm asking. We're not charging y'all for anything right now. We will have stuff coming soon, but that's the way that you can show us that you appreciate us. Go on to, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, whatever you listen to, Spotify, we're everywhere, right? Where this podcast is, you can listen to it. Listen to it in your car, right? People tell me that I got kind of like a radio voice, man. It's just real soothing. You can just like go to sleep to my shit. You can just hear me while you're working out, and it just sounds so good. It just sounds so good. You know what I'm saying? Put me in them headphones, man, and get to it. Hop on that treadmill while you cooking, while you at work. You know what I'm saying? Your boss ain't worried about it. Put them headphones in. Get you some real game, man. Keep your mindset sharp and things like that, man. So, lastly, drop a comment for us, man. I'm going through our YouTube course right now and to get our YouTube to the next level. And, the first 30 minutes, we want to share it, so if y'all can, when we drop it on YouTube, even if you don't watch the episode, just comment on it. Say something about it. Watch the first 2-3 minutes, say something, just comment on YouTube for us. We really want to grow the YouTube channel right now. We're getting, new subscribers and things like that every single week that's coming to us. If you guys do want to be a part of our podcast, if you do want a brand, deal, with us, shoot us a message, shoot us a DM. You can find us on Instagram, catchabag_O, Tarona's Legacy _TEE. That's how you can find us on there, or you can shoot us a message wherever you can find us. Our email, all that stuff is there inside of our link tree, all of that. We're not hard to find. So make sure that you shoot that out to us, man. If you want to do a brand, you want to promote your business, you want to start that, we got that coming up. We do got some spots that is available. For entrepreneurs or whatever your business is. We got an audience that's growing. We've made it on to where we made it on to, Josh? I'm trying to go. We made it to the Breakfast Club, the Shade Room, a lot of outlets and stuff like that, other different media pages. But things can kind of go viral. We've had people on and they stuff went viral. So make sure that you reach out to us. We've had people that made thousands of dollars from just being on our podcast, and they got booked, they got business, they got all of that stuff. So people want to get on our podcast now. So if you got brand deals, or your next favorite entrepreneurs, tag them below. Let us know who you want us to have on the show. And as far as episode 47, I'm out. Peace.